This is the Renault Filante Record 2025, and it is about as far from a run-of-the-mill Clio as you could possibly get. In fact, looking like a cross between the Michael Keaton-era Batmobile and a Star Wars pod racer, it's described by Renault as a laboratory on wheels for testing new technologies, materials, and innovations. The Filante Record 2025 won't just be a rolling lab though, because as the name suggests, Renault is planning to use this outrageous-looking single-seater to break world records for power consumption and range with an 87 kilowatt-hour battery. Yep, it's all electric. First attempts will take place in the first half of this year. Renault said it has always seen motorsports and records as a way to validate its innovations, before applying them to production models, and so this particular concept car is inspired by the 40 CV de records from 1925, the funky straight-8 Nervasport de records from 1934, and the Étoile Filante from 1956. The former had a 9.0-liter straight-six that made around 140 brake horsepower and set a string of speed and endurance records in the 1920s, while the latter was a super-streamlined, jet-engine 270 brake horsepower single-seater that broke for world records in one run at the Bonneville Salt Flats. Like that 1950s Étoile Filante, the new Filante Record 2025 has also been designed using aeronautical cues. The cockpit is supposed to look like it has been pinched directly from a fighter jet, while the exposed screws on the bodywork are apparently inspired by aircraft construction techniques. The design team apparently wanted the concept to be monolithic. The shape, the cockpit position, the superbly dramatic round LED headlights and the wheels separated from the body all clearly hark back to the 40 CV de records and Nervasport de records, while the wheel fairings recall the Étoile Filante and also improve aero. Yes, we must talk aerodynamics. Renault hasn't actually provided an official drag coefficient just yet, but wind tunnel tests will apparently take place in spring 2025 in order to confirm the current simulation results. A few adjustments may be made at that point, but all you need to know right now is the Filante Record 2025 has been designed in collaboration with prototype race car builder Ligier Automotive to be as slippery as possible. It's all about entering the history books, remember. It's a monster of a thing too. At 5.12 meter long, it's just a tad shorter than a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, although it's only 1.71 meter wide, 1.19 meter tall and weighs under 1,000 kilograms. That curb weight sounds even more impressive when you learn that, despite carbon fiber casing and the use of a new technique that sees the cells integrated directly into the battery pack without intermediate modules, the battery weighs 600 kilograms all on its own. The Filante Record 2025's chassis is made from aluminium, carbon and steel alloys, and most of the body is carbon fiber. Renault has also 3D printed complex parts using scamalloy, a high-strength aluminium alloy. Oh, and it says it deployed topology optimization in order to reduce the amount of material used in areas that aren't under specific mechanical stress. Apparently, this significantly reduced the overall weight. There's no word on what motor is powering the potential record setter, but we do know that it runs on special 19-inch Michelin tires to deliver max range, and that it features both steer-by-wire and brake-by-wire tech. The driver won't actually accelerate or brake in the usual manner either, because rather than pedals, all of the controls are operated using the funky grab handles on the steering wheel. The center of the wheel is a flexible screen that has been wrapped around a cylinder and displays speed, range, and other key info. Pretty cool. In fact, the whole cabin layout is also influenced by space travel. The seat is made from stretched canvas, which Renault says is similar in style to a hammock. Sounds wonderfully comfortable. Look out for those on the next generation Clio. So, all we need to do now is start taking bets. How far do we think this thing will go on a single charge? And can it beat the Mercedes Vision EQXX's efficiency record of 8.4 miles per kilowatt-hour?